Alright, it is question time here on Katarina's Infamy, and my first question comes from @IamJustice FTW. Hi Justice, my PR and very special marketing guy. And you ask me, do you have plans to one day perhaps get married and have kids? Well, Justice and everybody else out there who might like to know, the fast answer is no, I have no plans regarding such a thing at all. In fact, I cannot understand why anybody in their right mind would want to legally tie themselves to another person, thus forming a legal unit based on nothing but emotion, the most volatile of emotions, love, supposedly. It can only bring misery, so no, I have no interest in getting hitched at all. The only reason that I could perceive that would be to get married would be to have kids and thus, you know, building a family. Also tax breaks or getting to live in another country and practical things like that. Whereas I have to say that I thank my lucky stars every single day that I didn't have to get married to stay here in beautiful America, and thank you all for having me and welcoming me with open arms. See, my thoughts on the whole thing is marriage, indeed monogamy as a whole, was only invented to enable us Homo sapiens to breed in a structured and civilized manner, so as to know in the days, for example, before paternity tests and DNA and things like that, that we would know who is making the babies and who is responsible for taking care of them. Also, due to the biological nature of a woman, when she is pregnant, giving birth to a baby, taking care of a little tiny one in the wild, unable to defend herself or hunt for food, that she would have the other half of the family hunting for her, taking care of her, and obviously taking care of his offspring. Now, for him to know, back in the day when it was his offspring, there needed to be a monogamous arrangement. Otherwise, you know, you would take care of other people's babies, which biologically is undesirable. Whereas, of course, now we have rational minds and we can understand that, you know, we can build families with other children and adopted children and things like that. Speaking of which, when it comes to children, I have no plans to have children at this present moment in time. Nonetheless, I have toyed with, over the years, just in general in my mind, perhaps adopting a little one, but right this second, I'm not in a position to do any of that at all. And in fact, when I think about my cats and how much anxiety I feel towards leaving them, you know, when I go to travel or off to work, or, you know, when they're fighting and things like that, I don't think that I could handle the heightened emotions that go along with having a little child to care for. So, in short, Justice, probably neither of those things. But excellent question, thank you for that. Another one of those soon. And if you indeed have a question for me, do tweet me at Katarina's Infamy or email me info@katarinasinfamy.com. Remember, if you tweet me, to use the hashtag Katarina's Infamy, so I know that it's for this show. And talk to you soon.